Here we are at 6 o'clock and they're not here. Oh, hello.
Hey, we're not late.
Yeah,
we're right on time.
you're a
We're
little,
on our time.
You're a little bit late. Anyway, we are here today. We are the Humphreys. I am James Humphreys. This is my wife, Kristen, and my daughter, Isla. We're the Humphreys, and we are reading Mark 11 today for Putnam City Baptist Church. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Now when they drew near to Jerusalem, to Bethpage and Bethany at the Mount of Olives, he sent two of his disciples, and he said to them, this is Jesus talking, "Go into the village opposite you, and as soon as you have entered it, you will find a colt tied, on which no one has sat. Loose it and bring it. And if anyone says to you, 'Why are you doing this?' say, 'The Lord has need of it,' and immediately he will send it here." So they went their way and found the colt tied by the door outside on the street, and they loosed it. By some of those who stood there said to them, "What are you doing loosing the colt?" And they spoke to them just as Jesus had commanded, so they let them go. Then when they brought the colt to Jesus, they threw their clothes on it, and he sat on it. And many spread their clothes on the road, and the others cut leafy branches from the trees and spread them on the road. Then those who went before those who followed cried out, saying, "Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the kingdom of our father David that comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest." And Jesus went into Jerusalem and into the temple. So when he had looked all around at all things, as the hour was already late, he went out to Bethany with the 12.
And the next day, when they came out from Bethany, he was hungry. After seeing in the distance a fig tree with leaves, he went to find out if there was anything on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, because it was not the season for figs. He said to the tree, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And the disciples heard it. They came into Jerusalem, and he went to the temple complex and began to throw out those buying and selling in the temple. He overturned the money changer tables and the chairs of those selling doves, and would not permit anyone to carry goods through the temple complex. Then he began to teach them, "Is it not written, 'My house will be called the house of prayer for all nations'? But you have made it the den of thieves." Then the chief priests and the scribes heard it and started looking for a way to destroy him, for they were afraid of him, because the whole crowd was astonished by his teachings. And whenever evening came, they would go out of the city. Early in the morning, as they were passing by, they saw the fig tree withered from the roots up. Then Peter remembered and said to him, "Rabbi, look, the fig tree that you cursed is withered."
So Jesus answered and said to them, "Have faith in God, for assuredly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, 'Be removed and be cast into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that those things he says will be done, he will have whatever he says. Therefore I say to you, whatever things you ask when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you will have them. And whenever you stand praying, if you have anything against anyone, forgive him, that your Father in heaven may also forgive you. But if you do not forgive them, neither will your Father in heaven forgive you." Then they came to Jerusalem. As he was walking to the temple, the chief priests, the scribes, and the elders came to him, and they said to him, "By what authority are you doing these things? And who gave you this authority to do these things?" But Jesus answered and said to them, "I also will ask you one question, then answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I do these things. The baptism of John, was it from heaven or from men?" And they reasoned among themselves, saying, "If we say from heaven, he will say, 'Why then do you not believe him?' But if we say from men," they feared for the people, for all counted John to have been a prophet indeed. So they answered and said to Jesus, "We do not know." And Jesus answered and said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things." Snap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.